Good evening, viewers. Welcome to Power Sector News. Today's headlines: UP government's budgetary support to power sector. Larsen and Turbo bags transmission orders in India and abroad. Updates on renewable projects. Updates on electric vehicle ecosystem. Coming to the details. UP government allocated a budgetary support of 1000 crore rupees to the power sector, promising round-the-clock power supply across the state, including rural areas. The allocation for the power sector was almost 12% of total supplementary budget of 8479 crore rupees. Budgetary allocation will help the financially ailing UP Power Corporation Limited to reinforce the existing electricity distribution infrastructure. An additional sum of 185 crore rupees has been provided for electrification of households. The state government had come up with one-time settlement scheme entailing waiver for consumers defaulting on payment of arrears that has managed to reach out approximately 30 lakh consumers. Under the present regime, around 1.4 crore households got electrified under Saubhagya scheme, and the number of consumers has grown to nearly 4 crores. Around 7,786 kilometers of 33 kV lines have been laid in the state, and the state government has also started night patrolling so that technical problems can be rectified at the local level immediately. Larsen and Turbo power transmission and distribution business has bagged a slew of orders both in India and overseas. In the Middle East region, the business has won orders to construct 380 kV overhead transmission lines, 132 kV network connections, and to establish a 400 kV substation, and secured an order to provide dynamic reactive power compensator system at substation in Abu Dhabi. The business has also bagged an order to build a new 220 kV gas insulated substation in Bangladesh. In India, orders have been won to create power distribution infrastructure to two circle areas of Bengaluru. Additional orders have also been received in ongoing substation and transmission line projects. The Board of Directors of Linde India has approved a proposal for aggregate capital expenditure of 28.7 crore rupees for sourcing renewable power for its merchant air separation units. The company will enter into joint venture agreements with identified solar power generating companies through special purpose vehicle to be set up in due course to qualify as captive consumer of green energy. Renewable power will be supplied to merchant air separation units owned or operated by Linde India in Taloji in Maharashtra and Dahej in Gujarat, and under construction plant in Sri City in Andhra Pradesh. Honda Motorcycle and Scooter India's second wind turbine system at Bhanwad in Gujarat has gone on stream, which will help the company meet over 50% of energy requirements from hybrid renewable sources across all its four manufacturing plants. Built with an investment of 17.6 crore rupees, Honda will now produce total 4.7 megawatt wind energy, including its first wind turbine system installed at Radhanpur in Gujarat last year. Odisha government has set up 653 solar plants with a total capacity of 6,910 kilowatts in the government institutions of the state. The state has spent 17.29 crore rupees for solarization of five stations, Panchayat Samiti offices, Kasturba Gandhi Balika Vidyalayas, Odisha Adarsha Vidyalayas, health institutions, and of mines under Odisha Mining Corporation. Mahindra Group's electric vehicle arm Mahindra Electric Mobility launched its passenger electric three-wheeler Trio in Maharashtra, priced at 2.09 lakh rupees ex-showroom Mumbai. Power Finance Corporation will lend 275 crore rupees for deployment of 350 electric buses across 9 cities in Uttar Pradesh. An agreement to this effect was signed between PFC and Green Cell Mobility, an e-mobility platform supported by governments of India and United Kingdom to boost adoption of electric vehicles in the country. India's TVS Motor Company will develop electric vehicles with BMW's motorcycle brand in India, joining a host of Indian automakers that have sought to expand their clean mobility offering. Additional news today: 87 thermal power plants are running with critical coal stock. Ministry of Coal has launched fourth tranche of auction of 99 coal mines, including 24 new mines spread across 8 coal-bearing states. India is likely to witness investments of $12.6 billion across the automotive value chain over the next 5 years, according to a report titled Electric Mobility in Full Gear by Colliers and Indospace. KP Energy Limited has emerged as a winner of India Wind Energy Forum 2021 awards in the category of Business Excellence Award. Price discovery at Power Exchange. National Load Dispatch Center has scheduled 182.06 million units of power for tomorrow cleared through Indian Energy Exchange. Coming to the price discovery details, price discovered during night 2 rupees, 2 rupees per unit. Price discovered during day 3 rupees 22 paisa per unit. Price discovered during evening 4 rupees 50 paisa per unit. Price discovered round the clock 3 rupees 44 paisa per unit. Weighted average price is 3 rupees 75 paisa per unit. There is no congestion for power transfer in the network and the prices are uniform in all the regions. In green day ahead market 4.57 million units of volume cleared with a weighted average price of 4 rupees 41 paisa per unit. Thank you and good day.